So guys, I actually don't know. It looks like Panda has it in the bag at the minute, but I don't want to jinx him. There's a Dark Mark Reef and Russell are there. There's a few new guys as well. ART Russell is jumping up. Is he going to get onto pole or is it Panda? Looks like Panda has it, yeah. Wow, Panda got it with ART Russell second, Grief in third. So look, I got 2 out of 3. I told you I was always going to be wrong. The Dark Mark in fourth, Mashman 5th, Julio 6th, great turn up by Julio, Nick PDMB in 7th, Senna is in 8th, SF1 Goomba is in 9th, HSO Granksy is in 10th, HRU Vago is in 11th, Aqua is in 12th, Ratatron's 13th, Chloe is in 14th. We then have Damon 15th, DC is DSQ'd, Nebula is DSQ'd, and as is Digital. So we'll give a shout out to Nebula as well, great guy. Have great fun with him in the meetings as well as the Discord. So that's kind of cool. Also, just an exciting update on. It's kind of for us is exciting. It may or not be exciting for you guys, but our website is pretty much done. John and Focus Digital has developed a desktop site as well as a mobile app or a mobile site for it. So it's just a matter now we're filling in stuff, and then next week I will be sending out questions to all our drivers in the league, and then we're going to put driver profiles on the website as well. So anyone who races for us will have their own profile, and I'm going to try and attach their Twitch links to that as well. So I want to advertise our amazing drivers and community that we have. And also, if anyone's ever looking to get involved with our league or, wants to do that and with us, obviously on the website we're going to have then contact for marketing and stuff like that as well. So, yeah, that's exciting news for us. I want to give a massive shout out to John and Focus Digital for the hard work he's putting in, and I wouldn't mind. The professionalism has been top class. The quality of the work has been amazing. But the thing about it is he's a perfectionist. Him and his team are just absolute perfectionists, and they make sure that it's done right first time. There is no cutting corners. They have no problem spending hours upon hours editing just a small thing. It might be a small detail, but to them, that's the difference between a good website and a fantastic website. They're just brilliant, absolutely top class. So, yeah, I want to say a big thank you to Focus Digital. So, there's going to be a small break where guys will adjust their race strategy and maybe fuel load, as it is only a short race before the full race. So this is going to be amazing. So I'm just replying back to Mr. Simstig himself, or as you would know him as Lim Jahy. Just having a chat there. Good guy as well. Delighted to have him racing with us as well. Such a fun guy. I'm actually so surprised that HSO Ganksy's racing, because he was feeling ill, and I'm delighted he is racing as well. Fair play to him. Honestly, that's just that's dedication. He loves his racing as well. So I'm just looking here in the Discord at the guys just chatting away there. Oh, it seems that a driver that shouldn't be in it is in the league IXR. Well, let's end a deal with that. Tonight I'm just going to focus on the comms. Russell, it wasn't a bad lap for me. You're not feeling 100%. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Hopefully the race serves you better, but like, mate, I think you were third, was it? Third, second or third. So I wouldn't be worried too much about your pace. Like, it's a race. Like, the qualifying wouldn't worry you too much if you're starting second and third. It's all about the race pace, how you attack the first few laps, or first few corners even, never mind the first few laps. P2, that's savage. That's brilliant to be starting off. And what's great is it's the two youngsters in the league, Mr. Russell and Panda, not much between them in age, are the youngsters showing all the owl lads and owl ladies, if you don't mind me saying that, Chloe, how to race. It's great seeing the youth come up. Jay Morley, we're just going to make you sing a song, I think, at this stage. You probably will be starting to back, but you know what? It is what it is. You won't get an attendance strike because you're actually in the race. If you're not in the race, we're going to have to discuss just getting your banned off Xbox completely, I think, at this stage, you know. I think it's just bigger now than the race. Oh, here we go. Is it going to be a... Yeah, so it's only a warm-up lap, I didn't know. Oh, no, it's not. Is it? Is it? Oh, it is, must be a warm-up lap, sorry guys. I didn't come up that it wasn't. Wow, so we can see Granksy's on mediums, Ratatron, Chloe and Dame were on mediums. That's going to be quite interesting. Go full maps, just easier. We leave the penalties alone. We can look at everything else. So, for this race, it's a race of attrition, especially with some of the corners here, and penalties can be a big issue. So, this will be interesting. I love this back straight. I love defending on it. Yeah, no, it's going to be a very good race. So, I'm wondering who has just sandbagged a little bit to maybe avoid any kind of dive bombing, and we'll come back through in the race. Because I know definitely Nebula and Digital is out of position, and Jay Morley and DC. So it's going to be quite an interesting one, to be quite honest about it. I look at Chloe ahead of Damo, which she needs to stay ahead of for the Tier 2 Championship to keep that third place. So let's see what Chloe does. She got great points. Was it last week or the week before? I know she had one incident where it was just unfortunate that coming together with was Kenzie, but these things happen. That was around Portimao. So guys, they're going around the last corner. Panda didn't wait too long. So there you go, you can see on the left hand side there, Panda's in first place, ART Russell in second, Grief in third, Dark Mark in fourth, Mashman in fifth, Julio 6th, PDMB 7th, Senna in 8th, SF1 Gumba in 9th, HSR Granksy in 10th, HRU Bago in 12th, Aquaverse Ninjas in 12th there, sorry I got that wrong, Ratatron in 13th, Chloe in 14th, Damo in 15th, DC in 16th, Nebula in 17th, Digital in 18th, and then Jay Morley in 19th. So 19 on the grid guys, fantastic turnout. So let's see. 5 lights and eventually it'll go. This is just how it happens. So, and we're off. It looks like Russell has got a slightly better start than Panda and is definitely going up the inside. Is Russell going to make it work? As Panda goes wide, it looks like Russell has held the lead. And Panda now is the inside line, gets the better line. Russell's going around the outside. That is a brave move at the very start. That is absolutely brilliant. Senna up to 6th place, so you can see there. I'm afraid to look too much out. So that has been great. Also, Aqua is after dropping down a few places. Nobody's spun out. So that was a fantastic start there by Russell. Panda in second, the Dark Mark in third. So Grief has dropped back a place. Mashman's in 5th. Senna's in 6th. Granksy's in 7th. Okay, so there's loads going on here. There's going to be loads of changes. What I'm going to do is going to go back positions. Jay Morley's made the most positions up as of now, as I think Aqua is after having a small moment there and dropping down a place. It's hard to know where to look here at the minute. There's cars all over the place going back into the middle of the field there. So Granksy's all over the back of the Senna now. Keep in mind all the gaps. I don't know where to be looking. There's so many close racing at the minute. I'm going to go here to Goomba. Goomba has Jay Morley right behind him. Jay Morley's keeping a tighter line. Ninja's after getting a 3-second penalty already on the lap 1. This track will absolutely punish anyone abusing the track limits. Senna is all over the back now of Mashman. He's 2/10 off SF1 Gumba. Oh, SF1 Gumba slows him down a bit. Morley just passed away. Oh, Gumba's dropped it. Gumba's dropped it. Morley has avoided him. But, oh my god. Ratatron has just been so unlucky there. Oh, and you can, oh, he's after getting a 3-second penalty as well. That is just so unlucky because that was just collateral damage. What happened digital on DC? Sorry, how did I not realise that? Oh, I feel so bad there for Ratatron. That was just tough. Oh, as Grief and the Dark Mark are after trading places, guys. Sorry. So Grief is gone by Dark Mark. So we're back now to the top 3 in it. Only RT Russell did get the jump on Panda at the start with a great first few corners. And that lovely move around the outside of the turn 3. PDMB is all the way up on the Hubago, who is on the back of Senna, who Senna is now starting to drop down the order as Grancy got by Senna also. Senna looks like he's going into the pits. Did Senna get damaged? Oh, as Russell and Panda are swapping places again. We'll jump on here with the lead. Senna after did he get wing damage because we're not keeping the eyes off this. So Ratatron's in the pits also. So there is a spinner. It looks like Digital. Digital has spun. He is back going. This track is very tough, but the main thing is to keep going for the main race. Ratatron was so lucky. I genuinely feel so bad for that dude. So now ART Russell's after dropping off from Panda, which means Grief is now coming. Is Grief going to pop it down the inside? Yes, he is. And he gets a better braking on. That is, for now, the move done. Fantastic move by Grief. Panda is definitely not giving up, but what's happening is these two guys will fight for a few corners, which means Russell is going to get at least a second ahead by Buxley. He's close enough to it now. He just needs to get within that second to stop Grief getting DRS down that main straight, giving himself a bit of a break. Looks like he has just, literally just done it. Oh no, he didn't. Grief has DRS. Wow. I want to look at the title gaps here. We've got HRU Mago on Mashman. They all have DRS. J Morty and PDMB. That is that job done from Jay Morley. Great overtake there, but it was very fair from PDMB also. He is a race winner and definitely knows what he is doing as well. So this is actually PDMB's home race, if you can call it that online. He is an American dude, and Julio's after getting a penalty, as is SF1 Gumba. So I'm going to say my HRU Bago now and Mashman. So Jay Morley is definitely the biggest winner, up at 11 places at the minute. Unfortunately, Senna is the biggest loser. Then Aquaret is a little far off there with 6 places gone. So it looks like Mashman has been saved by Grancy with the DRS. On a stand with Nebula. Oh, I tell you one thing, PDMB and Jay Morley. These two boys are having a nice little battle, and Nebula is loving seeing that because Nebula is right up there as well. And Nebula started down the grid there in 17th or 18th, I think it was. So there's, you know what, all over the place. There's great drive. Look at Chloe up in 13th, with Gumba in 12th, carrying in for Hickey. Wow. Who won Chloe? Bowie is keeping these boys honest. Panda and Russell are getting close again as Brief is close to Panda but not close enough, and they have pulled away now from the dark mark. Granksy up into 5th place now. I don't know what to look at. Nebula all over the back of PDMB. What's going to happen here? These two boys are great drivers. PDMB will be very fair. Oh, PDMB gets going down the end 1-5, which is after giving Nebula that little bit of optimism, because Nebula now is going to be on his rear crash structure. Is he not going to wait for DRS? No, he's not. Oh, I think he's just kept a little enough behind him. He gets DRS here, so PDMB is fighting a losing battle. PDMB will go for the toe now because he has no DRS. He's going to have to drop in behind him. Get that pull as HRU Bago has gone for a Mashman but ran way too. Oh! Two boys are after having a bit of a touch there. I don't know what's happened there. That's going to be one for the stewards if anything goes in, because I didn't catch enough of that on the stream to see what happened. So Nebula has got by PDMB. Julio is all over the back of Nebula now, or PDMB now. So PDMB looks like he has a race in his hands as Grief is after getting by Panda. Looks like Panda. Oh no, sorry, Grief is in the pits. That's why I was wondering there. Has Panda gone by Russell? No, Russell is after doing a great run there for Panda, and Panda's not giving up though. These two boys are having great racing. The Mashman is now in third, but he does have a 3-second penalty, and Jay Morley's all over the back of him. Go on, Jay Morley. This is what we love to see. 15 places he's gained, and Nebula has gained 12. Look at Nebula coming in. Nebula. Oh, Mashman's getting a bit too. Yeah. To be fair, Mashman didn't leave any room there for Jay Morley. That was just a bit unlucky for Jay. Nebula's now caught, so Mashman is going to be just a sitting duck here down the back straight. Jay just has to. He's going to have to defend it maybe against Nebula. So Mash is keeping the inside there. Don't know where to look at. Oh, Mashman. Jay Morley is swapping places all the time. Morley's having a belter of a race. There's a train starting a bit behind, so Mash is starting to hold up these guys as Russell's in the pits. Russell has decided, you know what, get on to the mediums now. So let's see, does the overcut get any stronger for him? Mashman has gone into the pits now. Morley has stayed out for another lap. Whether that will help him or not, I don't know, but Nebula's gone into the pits as well, so Nebula could get the undercut done on Morley. This is going to be very interesting now what Panda can do. Panda is going to have to get into the pits this lap, otherwise it's going to start losing too much time to the fresh mediums. So, Ranks in the dark marker out there now. PDMB 3-second penalty. Plenty of penalties coming out here now, guys. So are we going to see Panda jumping into the pits now in a second? I'm going to keep an eye on the front view. Oh, the dark mark is all over the back of SF1 Goodman. Interesting. So Nebula and Morley. Nebula looks like he's got the job done on Morley, but Morley will not give up. And I know both of these will probably pit this lap. So is Panda coming in? He has to come in. He can't not be coming in. Is he that crazy? No, he's not. He's in the pits. So now it means obviously Nebula and Morley will be going in next. So Nebula is in. Morley's in. PDMB is in. And ART Russell. He's going to go back into the lead. Yeah, as ART Russell has got back in the lead. And you know something, it looks like that's after hurting Panda quite a bit. His grief is after getting the jump on him. Wow. So the undercut or overcut is quite strong here. So completely different part of this race. Mashman is down in 7th. Nebula up in 6th place. Granksy is in 5th. Dark Mark is in 4th. Panda is down in 3rd. Grief is in 2nd. And Russell is in 1st place. There are penalties everywhere going on. Look at Chloe up in 12th. Go on, my girl. Well done to you. So I'm going to check who's actually pitting now or not. I can't remember. So everybody has pitted other than Chloe. So Chloe needs to get in that pit ASAP. She needs to pit if she can this lap. Get on those fresh softs. Them softs will definitely make it to the end. So this is quite an interesting one there. Mashman and Nebula are fighting. Mash looks like he has the job done. Nebula had to give a little bit of room there, but he's not going to give up. I know how good of a fighter Nebula is. And Jay Morley is in 8th place. So I'm expecting to see Chloe in the pits very soon. As Jay Morley still has got the most places gained. There's 6 laps to go. There's the closest battle. So you've got Jay Morley on the back of Nebula and Judah. There's a great train. HRU Bagos after getting himself a 3-second penalty. Grief has a 3-second penalty as well. So that's going to demote him down to 3rd place. So Panda essentially still has 2nd place. Oh, is Chloe in the pits? Chloe is in the pits. So Chloe just needs to try and get out in front of Damo. Oh, she got a 5-second penalty. No. What's happened, Jay Morley? He must have had a moment there. He's after dropping down a few spots as Julio and PDMB get by him. So Chloe is in the pits and now running in 16th. But she is definitely going to be clear of Damo for quite a way. And she's going to be on fresh softs. So I don't think she's feeling too bad now. Oh, look at Panda is all over the back of oh, this is a great battle here for the lead. The 3 are covered in less than a second. Interesting here. So PDMB's just after getting by Nebula. Sorry guys. Grief and Panda. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. And Panda looks like he's got by. Can't really see from here. Oh, where's Panda? Oh, Panda's gone off. Oh, Panda has dropped it. Sounds like Granksy's going by as well. Is Mashman going to get by him? Oh, Mashman's too far back. So Panda is after. Oh, his rears are just gone. Pits as well as Nebula that must have got damage. And Julio pits, so Senna is now after going from 7th. Wow. Wow. So Russell now has 1.1 second advantage of Grief, which Grief then has a 5-second advantage of Dark Mark. I'm going to check the penalties. Yeah, so he's covered Dark Mark. Granksy is behind. Mashman has a 3-second penalty. PDMB has 6 seconds of penalties. Senna has none. HRU Bago has 3 seconds of penalties with DC all over the back of him. Chloe has 8 seconds of penalties, but she is covered back to Damo, who has no seconds of penalties. So Ratatron is back in the pits. Wow. So that is that at the minute. So tyre wise, Senna is on 6 lap old mediums. DC is on 7 lap old mediums. Will the mediums go to the end? Will Senna be struggling? DC is just mad to get by. The HRU Bago is doing a fantastic job there. He's placing his car in the right place, and that's all you need to do. PDMB is now catching Mashman at quite a rate of knots. PDMB in his home race is definitely trying to impress. Alpha Tauri is a beautiful looking car. PDMB has DRS. I think he might be too far back, but he might be able to get a lunge on the inside. No, he's too far back. He thinks better of it. That's great driving. That's why I love the likes of PDMB here. They choose their moments perfectly. That's great driving. His grief now has gone under a second. Oh, and a 3-second penalty. That's 6 seconds worth of penalties. He needs now to not lose any more time to the dark mark and no more penalties. That's going to drop him down to probably 4th if he keeps losing time. This is the killer of getting these time penalties. You just can't afford to do it. So Granksy going against his teammate now. I'm sure by the main straight they're going to have to swap places. Granksy's on the faster tyres at this stage. Those hards, I know they will be okay, but just won't have the pace. Oh, as Ratatron gets a self-penalty. Yeah, it looks like Granksy is literally just raring to get going. He needs to be freed up and just let off. Let's see what his traction's like out of this corner. He has the DRS wide open. I would assume he'll get the job done here now. Mashman's after getting himself another penalty there. Yeah, as Granksy is going up the inside of his teammate, and I'd happily say that that move is done. I don't think. Oh well, teammates are definitely fighting each other. There's no rules here with teammates, and PDMB is all over the back of Mashman. He's after getting himself a 3-second time penalty there as well. Oh, who's that off? It wasn't PDMB's. Was it Grief? Oh. Who was that went spinning? I'm so confused there. What happened? Digital, a 10-second penalty. Who was that went spinning? I'm so confused there. I just seen the car going round. It wasn't Grief, because he's all over the back of ART Russell now. ART Russell will be sweating, but then again, ART Russell knows that there is penalties there of 6 seconds, so he could even, not fight too much and just let him by. Sector 2, it looks like, oh, SF1, good man. He's after crashing out. Where did he crash? Coming around to on with his teammate. Oh, he dropped him into the wall there. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. So, yellow flag in sector 3. Is that Damo or is that Senna? So it looks like Damo. Damo's going for a bit of a spin. So that's very good news for Chloe, though, because she is fighting him in the championship. PDMB is struggling there by the looks of it. What I'll do now is look at the places gained. Yeah. So Mashman and Dark Marker where they started. Granksy is up 7 places. Grief is up 1 and ART Russell is up 1 as we speak, but it looks like Granksy is definitely going to go ahead of Grief as we sit. As in sector 1, that's a Ferrari of Panda, is it? Panda's going now. He did spin out. So unfortunately for Panda, he has dropped 7 places. It looks like his tyres are completely gone. He's burning about. So when these tyres overheat, it does take a few laps from the few corners at least minimum to cool down. So guys, it's hard not to be on the main fight now for the race lead. So that's is that DC? DC has spun. He's going again there now, but Jay Morley is going to definitely be interested there. So anyone else that close? Ratatron is very, very close to Chloe, but Chloe does have more penalties, so Ratatron doesn't need to overfight this one. So we are on the last lap. So we are on now. Russell going around T1. Grief is right there. Had a moment massively. Does he have any damage? Oh, he does have damage. They must have had a little coming together at T1. That'll be an interesting one for the guys if there was any foul play in action. Shane Morley is totally involved now with DC. So it looks like Granksy is going to get third. I mean, look at these things here now. Granksy's third, definitely. That mark could be fourth. Or that mark could be third actually after this. Oh, this could be really bad news for Griff. Oh, I think it's going to be the two McLarens in second and third now. Grief will be down in fourth place. As Granksy gets by Grief. Yeah, it looks like Grief is going to be losing another spot. He is. That is tough going. So we're on now with Russell. He messaged in the chat saying that he wasn't feeling 100%. He wasn't happy with his lap. Look at that there. Throwing that car around with the race win. Well done to ART Russell winning our sprint race in America. Granksy's finished second. The Dark Mart has got third. Grief is down to fourth. Mashman is coming there in fifth place. I think fifth place may not be safe. It looks like Senna could jump him. We will have to see now in a second. Yeah, Senna has jumped Mashman up into fifth place there. This is penalties playing out big time now. HRU Bago, will he jump PBMB? No, he will not. Panda down in ninth. Jay Morley is going to be outside the top 10 by quite a bit. I think Morley could be going from 10th down to 14th. No, 10th to 13th. Guys, that was an action-packed race. Great race, and I have to say, Grief, Russell and Panda, until he had that accident, had given us... Do you know what? There was great racing all around. I don't think there was one part of it that was just not amazing. The whole thing was brilliant. So well done. So ART Russell's got his first place. Granksy in second place, and then his teammate was in third place there. So yeah, great all round. Only one DNF. I would agree that driver day is Granksy because he made up a load of positions and got on the podium. I don't think any penalties as well. So there you go. A Red Bull on the top step and two McLarens there in second and third. That was a fantastic, fantastic race. So there you have it there, race winner ART Russell. HSO Granksy in second, the Dark Mark in third. Grief, unlucky to get down at fourth place, done a great race. He was provisionally second. Then Senna has got into fifth place, a miraculous recovery, and then penalties giving him a little extra help at hand. It's just one of these things, you win and you lose. So Mashman is in sixth, PDMB is in seventh, HRU Bago is in eighth, Panda is in ninth, DC up in 10th place, I'm sure he'll be choked with that. Then you have Nebula in 11th, Julio in 12th, Jay Morley in 13th. He was quite unlucky, had a great race. Then you have Ratatron in 14th. Then it was Chloe in 15th, if I remember right on the top of my head. It was. Then we have Aqua in 16th, Damo in 17th, Digital in 18th, and SF1 Gumba RDNF in 19th. So what's going to happen is Senna is going to have a screenshot of this. He is going to then do the race grid for our 50% race, so there probably will be at least 5 minutes of a break, guys. That was absolutely brilliant. Brilliant racing all around. Absolutely brilliant. That's why we love doing the sprint races. We had done our first sprint race at the start of the season, and we will hopefully possibly do one more. There's a People's Choice race as well. So that was absolutely brilliant. So Russell did win with Granksy in second, Mark in third, Grief in fourth, Senna in fifth, Mashman is in sixth, PDMB is in seventh. Then we have also, hello F1 CMMC, how are you doing, mate? Then we have, PDMB in seventh, HRU Bago in eighth, Panda, who was the pole sitter, unfortunately spun twice in the sprint race and is in ninth. DC is in 10th, Nebula is 11th, then we have Julio in 12th, Morley in 13th, Ratatron 14th, Chloe in 15th. We then have Aqua in 16th, Damo in 17th, Digital way out of place in 18th, and SF1 Gumba in 19th. Race ban for dodgy Red Bulls. What are you on about? We are only slightly dodgy, but the Owl has now. They're absolutely dodgy. I think there's some money going into Ferrari. So waiting for the lights to go. Here we go now. So this is now our main race here, guys. Let's hope it's not carnage into the... Oh, there's drive-through penalties for people jumping. The start for Demo has jumped the start massively. What is happening there, guys? Oh, Demo runs massively wide, so it looks like Russell and Granksy are fighting. Grief is up into third. Who's after spinning? It looks like... Is that Demo? Demo's after spinning after getting a drive-through. So Chloe and then her teammate also have drive-throughs. So Granksy and Russell are very, very close here at the start. Now Granksy has going to have super pace on those softs straight away. So Russell does have his work cut out, but it could work out better for him if he keeps him behind for a few laps. But nah, Granksy's going to go that late break and with those soft tyres, run slightly wide but will have a good drive out of it. But Russell is not giving up whatsoever, but he knows he's going to have to put him behind and go for that toe. But I can guarantee you Russell will be throwing himself down the inside. This camera view is not really showing off the race in the way we want it to go. So Granksy's after keeping the inside line. Russell's going to have to go around the outside. There's a better drive there, but it looks like Granksy has that move done, so we're going to move down the field there a bit. So the dark mark has lost the place to Grief on the start. Mashman and Senna have traded places also. Panda is up 2 places. Julio's up 4 places there as well. And Jay Morley is after getting up 4 places. HRU Bago is dropped down to 10th. With PDMB after dropping 5 spots. As I see a Red Bull of HRU Bago dropping down. Ouch, so it's just himself involved in that one there. That was unlucky for him. So I am going to jump on here now with Panda and Senna. Panda on the inside here. It looks like he's going to have to get the move done. He will run Senna a little wide. Senna is fighting back though. So Panda is going for that toe. He's going to have to go again on the inside. Who's going to break later? Who's the bigger balls here? Panda, the young lad, has the bigger balls just for this one. Senna is going to play the long game, not get any penalties. As Julio's after losing out to Jay Morley there also. And Julio's after getting it back from Jay Morley. This is great racing here, guys. And then we have PDMB gone by Ratatron. So there's an awful lot of moves going around the outside of places. Let's see 23 bring home for viewers. Nebula is a brilliant driver. And Nebula, come on, was actually a FFG racer first. But yeah, I'd love to see Nebula come back up through the field. It has been quite unlucky. ART Russell's down in third, boys. I'm missing everything happening here. So Grief is now up into 2nd place. So I think that is a tyre situation more than... no, it's actually not. Grief has got by him on merit this time round. Grief is definitely making up for the first race where he got his penalties. Taylor, I'm looking forward to having a race with you now on Tuesday, mate. I'm really looking forward to that. So Panda is getting back up through the field there as well. There's nothing majorly too close other than ART Russell is on the back of Grief, but he is going to be too far back. But we do have Jay Morley all over the back of Digital, who's jumped up massively. So Granksy there with the fastest lap. He's going to need to pull out at least 5-6 seconds. Oh, as Jay Morley's in the pits already, he must have to go on to hards, and it's the only way he's going to get to the end. So I'm with Julio here with Senna. Does Julio get the move done with Senna? He doesn't. Oh, he's run a bit wide there, but not the right angle to be looking at that. Oh, Grief's after dropping it. No way. So Grief is after dropping it, and now ART Russell is in 2nd. With the dark mark is back in 3rd. So these 3 finish 4th, 2nd and 3rd in the main or in the sprint race. Mashman's back and 4th with Senna in 5th, but Senna now has Julio all over the back and with Panda, PDMB and Ratatron. So there is a train behind Senna, with Ratatron being the very last on that train. So that's going to be quite an interesting one to see what they get to do here. Senna literally is going to be looking behind him going, oh, for fuck's sake. But he does have the DRS that's going to help him, but he will get by Mashman by the looks of it. Mashman, big aggressive turn to the right and a big aggressive move back. That's his one move done. Oh, Senna runs a bit wide, but Senna has the inside here. Mash is going to have to give it up as Senna. So Mash is turning in on Senna there. There should be a bit more room there, but at least neither spun. Mash has gone for the inside again. Oh, that is optimistic. There will be a... Oh, Julio's after dropping it, so there's an awful lot of stuff going on here now. So Panda is after getting by Senna as well, so Panda is loving this. As Senna's dropped down by PDMB as well. I'm wondering, did Senna get any... Oh, what's that? Who's that? Digital's out. Digital's out. What has happened there? As Julio spins, what is happening? Oh, Hungary will be epic, mate. I'm really looking forward to it. So Digital's after losing it there, so how is there not a safety car? I don't know, but it is what it is. So PDMB is all over the back of Ratatron. And Ratatron is in turn all over the back of Senna. I need to get on with Senna. Did he get any damage? Aqua's after getting a penalty. Where is Senna? So it looks like his wings are okay. He's just dropped a bit of pace there. As Ninja is after getting by Panda. So did Panda have a spin then? Oh, Panda has no wing. Oh my god. And Mashman is in fourth at the minute. So Dark Mark is starting to catch ART Russell on the hards. So ART Russell, after winning the first race, is going to be under pressure here. And the Dark Mark is catching him on harder tyres. Wow. Wow. So that's going to be quite an interesting one. If he's catching him with the harder tyres, I can only imagine what he's going to be like then on the softs, especially near the end with a lighter fuel load. So there's quite a train behind Mashman, with Senna back behind him with Ratatron, PDMB, as Panda unfortunately has dropped down to 10th and Julio spun in 11th. Panda still has no wing. He's not even at the picture. He's quite a bit away. Wow, as Mashman gets himself a 3-second penalty there. So we'll have a look at the penalties there. Panda has a 13-second penalty, so obviously he went off and then got a huge penalty coming back on, even with the damage, unfortunately. Wow. You got a feel for that guy there. And obviously in FFG we do not take penalties away. So in-game penalties, served or unserved, stick. But it does mean under safety car conditions, if somebody rear ends you, you keep that 5-second penalty, but they in turn get 10 seconds worth of penalties, as PDMB get by Ratatron. So yeah, if you were to hit somebody and cause the incident, you're going to get yourself 10 seconds of penalties. The Dark Mark is slowly dropping off a little bit now from Russell, but we'll have the DRS to pull him back in a bit. It's going to be quite an interesting one now. See what happens here. So Senna's all over the back now of Mashman also. Senna now has DRS. Surely this is it for Senna. Surely this is him going to get by, as Mashman is overly aggressive there. That is way too aggressive. I'm sure Senna is not going to be happy with that there. Mash is pulling himself up the inside. Mash, I honestly think he is being way too aggressive, and I can see him. Yeah. There's definitely going to be a few clips put in there. That's beyond hard racing. That's just trying to bully. And as PDM Boy does get by him, and Senna finally gets by Mash, I'm sure he'll be happy to see the back of him. And it looks like Jay Morley, or Ratatron, sorry, is all over the back of Mash here now as well. But also DC right behind him. So going to stay on with Ratatron. He has the DRS. Oh! Wow. Wow. Okay, Ratatron needs to send that clip into instant report, and I need to get a properly look at that. Woo. So, safety car, so I'll catch you ref for a minute, and it's going to put all the grid back in together as well. So, at least for Panda, he will be able to serve 5 seconds of his penalties now and get back out and not really affect him too much. So for anyone on the mediums, this is good. Softs, to be honest with you, if I was Granksy, I'd probably pit onto the hards now and just go to the end, but that of course is up to Granksy what he does. Ratatron, I can't believe that. It looked like, yeah, I don't know, it just looked like it was a brake check bang, because that was a huge impact. The wheel to come off, that was a huge impact. So Damo's in the pits on fresh softs as Chloe just goes by. So Granksy is in. Is he going to go on to hards? I don't see Russell. Oh, Russell's pitting as well. I wonder is he going to go on to hards to the end? As the dark mark is just in a great spot there. But the only thing is he needs to try and pull it. Yeah, so he has gone on to the hards. Russell is going on to the... Looks like the hards also. Yeah, hards also on. PDMB is in the pits. I'm sure he'll probably go on to the hards, as will Senna. I wonder does Senna have any damage there, because he looked like he was struggling. So Ratatron, I don't know if you were watching this, but please definitely throw in clips and we will talk to you in a few. Senna's going on to softs. So he did have a wing change. He should have went on to hards to the end. That was an unusual one from Senna. So there you go to see. So the dark mark is on 6-lap old tyres. In the lead at the minute. Sorry, I'm just here on the Discord at the minute. Wow. Sorry guys, I know I'm being... Oh! So Granksy's after getting a 5-second penalty, is it? From Russell. So Russell's in the pit, so Russell's going to see himself getting now a 10-second penalty added on. Right, so sorry guys about not talking there for a minute. I just was replying to messages. So, what is happening here? Why is the Ferrari going off? Why is Mashman going off? So Mashman now has no wing. So the safety car is probably going to come in this lap, but there's a huge gap to HRU Bago. So normally it would say in sector 3. No, it looks like it's staying out unless it pops up late. I'll keep an eye on that. Smashman's losing an awful lot of time here with his broken wing. So if safety car is definitely staying out, I think that's due to the incident with Mash. It's going to have to stay out for another lap. So that's been crazy all round so far. I think that's in AI now. This will keep an eye on him there. So yeah, it is what it is. So safety car looks like it should be hopefully in this lap. Well, that's definitely changed the game a bit. Safety car is now in this lap. So from now on, the dark mark is actually our safety car. And so Ratatron is after sending me a message. I will look at that because that is the clip of what happened. But unfortunately for him now, it's not going to make any... Oh, well, it's not unfortunate because, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So we are now off, so Granksy goes early, so there's going to be an awful lot of changes here behind him. So PDMB, it looks like, is up into third. So Gutters is after getting by. Or Gumba, should I say, is after getting by Nick, with Senna now in 5th place. There's just sector, oh, that looks like, oh, that is, the dark mark is after dropping it. So HSR Granksy is now in the lead of the race. So then you've got Gumba, PDMB, Senna, Panda, Nebula. Oh, HRU Bago's after losing it as well. And he's done the right thing, kept out of the way of the guys there. Grief's after drop. Oh, sorry, I didn't even notice Grief was down that far. Oh, sorry guys, so much is happening. So I think that's AI driving there. That's definitely not Mosh. Senna is now up into 3rd place as he gets by PDMB, but Senna will definitely have to pit again. The softs will not last that amount of laps, so he needs to utilise the speed now. As Gumba goes wide, Senna looks to go around the outside. Does he get the job done? He does. That was a great move by Senna. Senna is going to be flying now. He'll surely catch Grinksy soon. Now, as Aqua the Dark Mark, sorry guys, I've been looking through the discords there. So now back PDMB's just after getting by Panda, as now Panda then has Nebula right behind us, and Nebula now is being a great gainer there. Jay Morley gets himself a 3-second time penalty. So I'm going to go on with penalties now. Oh my god, Granksy has 8 seconds. That's going to badly affect him there. Panda has 13. Nebula has 5. So what I'm going to say is this: anyone who has been hit because of the safety car has to submit, and then whoever hit them gets a 10-second penalty. It's in the rules anyway, so you know it's not going to be a shock to anyone. As Jay Morley gets by ART Russell. Oh, ART Russell and Jay Morley still going at it. ART Russell gets down the inside. That's hard but fair racing, as Jay Morley then gets back by Russell, but Russell now has the sling. No, Jay Morley's done it. That was a great move there by Jay. Now could change in the DRS, but for now it's done as Nebula. Panda's gone, Panda's gone. Oh, Jesus Christ, I thought he got took over. I forgot he goes. Beat the holy fuck. Okay, so Julio and Gumba. So Gumba looks like he is in the pits. So, wow, there's just so much action everywhere at the minute. So Gumba is in the pits. Chloe's up into 8th place. Go on, Chloe. So Chloe is on 4-lap old soft, so she'll be flying. Well done, girl. So the Dark Mark is still going on his hard tyres at the minute. As Senna is now 2.3 seconds off Granksy, because those hard tyres will start to get a bit warm now and get the grips in it. Wow. Ratatron, he has gone from FFG, just to tell you that straight out of the bat, so I won't worry too much about that anymore. That will not happen again. That was an absolutely awful move. Yeah, that's definitely AI now, because the way that DRS is being used. As the Dark Mark gets by Chloe, nice fair move. Chloe doesn't overfight, races her own race and likes to get those points. So Chloe's doing fantastic against Damo here, getting high points at the minute. We're going to go on with Jay Morley, who's all over the back of ART Russell, and he absolutely sends it sideways there. Power on very early. Ratatron, I do feel really bad for you, mate. So what other close battles? As Nebula gets himself a time penalty, what's he on now? 8 seconds. See, this is the thing. Clean race is all important, but Granksy wouldn't have got the clean race regardless. He does have a 3-second penalty. But yeah, it's just one of these things. As HRU Bago is all over the back of Damo, but is too far back at this time to have a lunge. As Chloe and the Dark Mark aren't too far away, so the Dark Mark has pulled away a little bit, but not by a lot. Wow. As HU Bago has now got by Damo there. That camera, I hate that through that corner because it just doesn't show enough. So we're going to go on and stay with Nebula now, as he is catching PDMB. Will he get the move done? Looks like he is going to sail around the outside, and I think he's going to get enough ground before the breaking point. Yeah, PDMB, an experienced driver, gets out of it. I did see Julio going for it, or ART Russell, sorry, going for it on Julio, but Julio has the better drive out of the corner, but I know ART Russell will not give up. Will he go for down the inside, or will he wait? Griefs after getting himself a 3-second penalty there also. So Julio for now is doing all he needs to do. PDMB though is getting very, very, very close now to Nebula. This is going to be quite an interesting one here. There's so many tie caps everywhere, I don't know where to be looking, to be quite honest. ART Russell is so close to Julio as well. Oh, as Julio runs wide, so that's handing that place now to ART Russell. Or maybe it's not. How did Julio do that? That was great. Shared. Morley's after getting by Russell there now. Russell had to just get out of that. As Panda on Aqua. Panda and Aqua is close, but Aqua has to just get out of it. Aqua wants to get those points and finish. That was good fair driving. Oh, as the dark mark is got by Russell. Is Russell having an issue? Does he have any? Oh, he does have wing damage. Unlucky to you, Russell. Look at Chloe up in A place there. Go on, Chloe. Love seeing it. And Aqua's after getting himself a time penalty there. So Aqua now is on 9 seconds. That drops him down a little bit. So, yeah, Senna is in a good place, but he does need to get in the pits fairly quick if he thinks he's going to try and go for a win here. Because he is on the softs and he's not really making them count just yet. And looking at ERS, PDMB has an awful lot of ERS. Chloe has a good bit as well, fair play. Oh, Russell's after dropping it. He's really struggling with the wing after such a great sprint race. Well, he knows himself. Go in now, get fresh tyres on, get that wing changed, and damage limitation, get as many points as he can. So then Damo and Gumba are going, but it looks like Gumba got the move done and Damo is pulling away now. Yeah, so that's just a shame what happened here tonight with him. So Russell is now on the pits. So we're going to jump on with PDMBs after getting himself a time penalty after going clean so long. Oh, he will be gutted with that as ART Russell dropping down as he is in the pits. But Damo's in the pits behind him, is he? Yes, he is. So Grief is back up in the 14th now. Oh, HRU back goes after DNFing. Wow, where was this? Just off there in the S's. Let's see, can we get a look at that there? So there is no safety car as of yet. It was somewhere to the right, wasn't it? Yeah, he's in the wall there. He must have just dropped it. Oh, he must be gutted. Senna is probably devastated there's no safety car. That would have suited him down to the ground for damage limitation. I'm sure Granksy would have changed onto fresher tyres anyway. Oh. So that is unlucky. So unfortunately we have Digital out. I think Digital had his accident by his own fault. Ratatron unfortunately was absolutely robbed with a massive brake check by the former racer Classic Mashman, as he is now out of FFG from both servers. That was very dirty racing tonight, and the right thing has come out of it, I think, because yeah, that's just not the standard of driving from someone that I know is experienced like him. But it is what it is. So now we're going to go on PDMB as Julio Verne, as he had a bit of a... he's in the pits, that's why. I was wondering why he was losing so many places. So PDMB now. We'll check how old the tyres are. So PDMB is on slightly fresher tyres by a few laps than Nebula. Senna's now on 8 lap old softs. He's going to start losing time soon enough. RT Russell on fresh softs. He should pull down to the end, I'd say, with the lighter. Let's look at Chloe up in 7th place. Go on, girl. Now she does have Panda right behind her. I'm expecting Panda to get by with the DRS. But great driving by Chloe. If I was Chloe in the next lap or two, stick on another fresh of, or another set of fresh sauce at the end. So yeah, so because Chloe is stopped, she could easily jump in, maybe 2 laps time onto fresh and go straight to the end, or maybe 3 laps time. Or she can go straight onto mediums now and definitely finish. So let me jump on here now, PDMB. Jay Morley's after getting himself another penalty there. So this is going to be the hardest thing now, is penalties. Penalties, penalties, penalties. As Aqua is very close to DC. DC has him covered for now. So Aqua had to run wide there. He just didn't get the corner. Hasn't affected him too much. This Panda's back flying. But Chloe after getting her 3-second penalty there now. RT Russell fastest lap at 1:34.4. He is going to be absolutely flying along. Aqua now is very, very close to DC, but not close enough. The only thing is he is going to have the DRS, which is going to make a huge difference. A huge difference, so be interesting to see. No, sorry about that, guys. I was just getting sidetracked there. Back on now, so I don't think anything's changed. Nope, the PDMB is still behind Nebula for now. Senna is putting a lot out of them tyres, but he's going to have to pit soon as Chloe goes into pits now. I would hope she goes on to fresh softs from here. 10 laps to be fine on them, especially with the lighter fuel load. So hopefully she gets onto the fresh softs, or even used softs to go to the end. Oh, she's going for the mediums, fair play, taping it safe. Maybe she might have had a set of fresh softs there available. So Chloe will drop behind ART Russell, but she still is ahead of her rival, which is Damo. So DC now is very, very close to Ninja. I'm trying to keep an eye on all the close gaps, guys. I want to try and get to all the action. If PDMB drops below noise after flying out there. Russell, look at the speed of this guy catching everyone. Will his tyres go to the end? That is the question. I say, what Grief done there with that really aggressive move all the way to the left for defending. I love doing that, but I normally stay completely to the left so I hold the inside line. But Grief there is given that, he's given plenty of room, very fair, and that was quite fair racing. Oh, as Jay Morty's after getting by, Jay Morty and PDB are in the pits, and the Dark Mark. Okay, how is Nebula in the pits on 16 lap old mediums? I think we're going to see a good few pits. To be honest with you, Granksy can afford to pit if he really wants to, but he will lose 5 seconds. But he is 5 seconds ahead of Senna, so he can come out on top now that he's pulled that gap. So if I was Granksy, I would be jumping into those pits as well. So it will mean then he can serve his 5-second penalty and come out still in the lead. Because Nebula is definitely going to pit. Panda, I would assume, would pit as well. He's not going to go. Aqua is definitely going to have to pit. Gumba, I think, could go to the end. Julio definitely can. Everyone then with the fresher tyres can. Grief might be struggling by the end, but he can definitely do it. It's definitely doable. So let's see, is Granksy going to go or is he going to stay? This is the $1 million hair question. It's going to be quite interesting. He is staying out for now. If I was Senna, I'd be jumping into them pits, because then he can get the undercut done, and he is jumping into the pits. Will Nebula follow? Nebula is staying out. Nebula needs to get into the pits. There's no way them tyres are going to the end. Panda is flying. Oh, Senna's getting a wing change as well. So that's why he was sticking it. So Senna, will he hold on to 4th place is the question. Jay Morley is absolutely flying it. So it looks like Senna is going to come out with the pits ahead. Yeah, so Senna has got out ahead of Jay Morley. So to be honest with you, I think that was a very, very smart pit by Senna. Which, there's an awful lot of... okay, there's a train of people there. I'll keep an eye on Granksy, see if he decides to change, get onto faster tyres. or whether he's comfortable going to the end on those hards, as Aqua is on 19 lap old hards now. Damo's after getting himself a 3-second penalty there. Julio, that was a lovely, lovely move. So Aqua is going to be struggling. I think Aqua might have to maybe go in this lap, as PDMB gets by also. So will Granksy go in the pits, or will he not? No, Granksy is staying out, happy enough. Nebula, I would assume he might go for the pit now onto fresh tyres, and I would assume, right, Panda now is the next one. Will Panda go for it? But Jay Morley is catching Senna as well, so Jay Morley is a proper contender here tonight, guys. He could be on for a podium position, as Nebula will drop behind Panda by the looks of coming out of the pits, and he will surely drop behind Senna also. So get a quick look here at the penalty situation. Wow! Oh. So Granksy is on 8 seconds of penalties, Panda is on 16 seconds of penalties, Jay Morley is on 9 seconds of penalties. Then we have Nebula, PDMB, Julio, Airty, Russell and Grief all on 3. Aqua is on 21 seconds worth of penalties. Then we have Chloe on 3, Mashman on 8, and then we have Damo on 3. So Chloe is back up onto 12th. Sorry guys. I'll go into Dark Mark here. So we'll go back onto the tyre situations. Dark Mark is on fresh softs now, so Dark Mark is in quite a good place also. So will Senna have enough time to catch Panda and possibly Granksy, because he needs to stay within 8 seconds anyway. Oh, I think Granksy might stay out to the end. Like, he has plenty of time to get out onto fresh tyres, but he is deciding to stay out. He's a huge gap as well, so he nearly has a free pit stop and to serve his 5-second penalty. But I suppose he's that far ahead, does he really need to? He could probably go to the end, no bothering them. Dark Mark now is all over the back of Jay Morley, so Senna has pulled away from Jay Morley by 2 seconds since I at last actually looked at their times. It looks like he's going to go on the inside. No, he actually thinks better. That was a really, really smart move, because he has the back straight then, especially being that close, to make that move stick. That's very mature driving. Okay, it looks like Damo is out of the race, as Aqua's after getting himself a 3-second penalty. What has happened, Damo? He's obviously dropped it. Unlucky Damo, bro. So this is good news for Chloe. Damo won't be getting any points, which means Chloe will pull out her lead a little bit on Damo and give herself a little bit of a cushion. So the Dark Mark is going to go for his move on Morley now. Will Morley overfight it, or Morley will just do his own thing, which he knows he's going to be fighting very, very hard to try to keep him behind, and it would be unnecessary. And great driving by the Dark Mark with choosing his right place to overtake, and great from Jay Morley also, as Jay Morley unfortunately gets a 3-second penalty there for track limits. So there's very, very smart driving all around, as Chloe and SF1 Gumba now have swapped positions, but Gumba is on fresh soft, so look, the teammates aren't going to affect each other, as Hickey cannot race tonight as he's off being a wedding singer. Oh, Jay Morley runs 555 miles wide, or was it Jay Morley at all? Who did I see running really wide there? Oh, Nebula's going for it. He has it. Oh, they just had enough room there. That I think Nebula, his eyes were bigger than his belly in that situation, as unfortunately Chloe's after getting herself a 3-second penalty. So the only people, may I jinx it, that don't penalties is Senna, the Dark Mark, DC and Gumba, and that will result in points for a clean race. So it will be quite crucial for the championship coming to the end of the season. Okay, so let's have a look. So Nebula and Jay Morley is very, very close now. So Nebula should surely get this done now. Jay tries to fight a little bit but knows it's a losing battle and gives up on it. And that is Nebula now into 5th place with a fantastic move there. But again, great driving from Morley. I love seeing it. There's no point overfighting a position that you know you're not going to hold, especially with DRS assisted. So Senna is definitely catching Panda. How quick can he catch him? Essentially 4 laps remaining now for these guys. He needs about 1.2 to 1.3 seconds a lap to just get by him before the end of the race if he can. Let's see, can Senna do it? Although I did forget penalties. Yeah. So looks like by the end the penalties is going to be the biggest thing against all of these guys. Aqua's after getting another penalty. So let's see, will our 4 remaining drivers all stick there? I'm going to give Granksy an old look at there, because the guy has been doing a phenomenal job really. And this guy here, very nice guy. He runs his own league as well. Very, very cool, and I'm happy to be in there. I'll be personally racing in it. Panda, fantastic job in 2nd place so far. That's a provisional one because he probably will lose it on penalties. This is a young guy here. He's only got his Xbox back, so he has been a little bit green from not racing a few months, but you could never tell with this pace the guy has. And he's holding his own there on 18 lap old hards. So Senna has caught him at quite a pace this lap, so we could be on for an overtake on track at this rate. Senna is definitely going for the overtake on the track. 110%. He is going for that overtake on the track. He's after pulling a good few tenths in this lap so far. Still in the 1st sector. Moving into the 2nd sector, how much more can he pull back? As he goes now into the 0.2, so he is pulling more and more into the 2nd sector to go. Can he get it under 3 in the 2nd sector? At the minute he's getting close-ish. Panda is on 19 lap old tyres after all as well. So we are coming down through sector 2, nearly into sector 3. So I think on the exit of the next corner might gain Senna about a tenth or so grip wise. Very interesting to see as Nebula now is starting to catch the dark mark at quite a pace with the DRS. He will have to wait a little bit. So I'm going to stay on with Nebula for a few now as he is the closest fight. Oh, Aqua is after getting disqualified from the race for too many penalties. How many did he get in the end? Okay, he's gone. He got disqualified for penalties. Ouch. That is what happens. So Senna is only 2.7 seconds now off Panda with 3 laps to go. So he is doing what he needs to do so far. This might be a nice move by Nebula. Will there be room given? There is. The dark mark just took the wider line, gets the drive out of the corner and stays ahead for now. Nebula is sticking right with him. I have to say, I love watching Nebula race, and I'm looking forward to racing with him on Tuesday now as well. So he's definitely a lot closer this time. To be honest with you, he's going to have to get the job done this time round. He's going to have the DRS now. He has a bit of ERS. Pretty much the same as Darkmark. Darkmark I don't think is going to fight this. He knows now pretty much that the DRS is going to do enough. Although he's not giving up just yet. Good fair driving, guys. Love seeing that. Senna is not making an impression now on Panda as much as I expected. So this is quite interesting. Looking at it there from Senna's point of view, he just has to jump up through that ghosted Ferrari of Mr. Gone from FFG to his rival up ahead. So Darkmark is not giving up on Nebula. But yeah, I think he knows, even with the DRS, he's fighting a losing battle for now. But then again, he can come back, it just depends. But Nebula is so fast through this sector, he takes such a nice airline. Let's see if Nebula pulls away. The one thing, the Darkmark is after doing lovely through there. This could be a swap of places now in a minute. This PDMB now is on the back of Jay Morley also. Catching at a right of knots here. Does Jay Morley have damage, or is it just he struggled, had a bad line through the S's and lost in time? I'd say it was probably just a bad line through the S's. So it looks like Senna is not going to get the overtake done on track. He's realistically not going to pull 2 seconds in one lap. So Julio Verne has, after getting more penalties, so yeah, there's huge penalties. I'm not going to try to guess where everyone's going to end up, because I think Granksy is safe anyway in first place. Even with the 8 seconds served, yeah, he's definitely safe. So on to tyres. 21 lap old tyres there for Panda, 19 lap old tyres for Granksy. So the hard tyres have been phenomenal here. Grease on 15 lap old mediums. And then the oldest DC and Grief at it there. Oh, Grease, yeah, that was just unlucky. That was a bit of a race incident. One turned in a little bit, maybe possibly too early, and the other didn't expect it. And yeah, that was a racing incident in my eyes there. Senna is just close, but not close enough. As we have PDMB going to go around the outside of Jay Morley, but Jay Morley does have the inside line. I'm going to stay on. Jay Morley thinks better of it. He goes, no, do you know what? I want to finish this race and get me points. I will fight, but not enough. So there's Nebula after getting a few seconds penalties. So that's helped the Darkmark out. So I'm going to jump on my Granksy now as he's going down the back straight. To be honest with you, a phenomenal drive by him. He's calmed it down a bit. Doesn't need a huge gap because Panda has a lot of penalties as well. So he knows he can take it that bit easier. So I'll be looking forward to talking to our top three, and unfortunately I don't think Panda will be on that top three. It is going to be probably HSR, Senna and possibly Darkmark, to being quite honest. So here we have it going around in Sector 3 here. FFG's race winner in our sprint race night at USA. So that was a great drive and a great comeback, as this is a comeback race for Granksy as well. So Panda is coming around to go into provisional second on track, but this guy here is going to grab that second place now. Senna knows he doesn't have to be pushing too hard now as he goes by Panda. Nebula will go by Panda, but then the Darkmark, I have a feeling, goes by. So Nebula is ahead of Panda. Where does PDMB finish with this? So PDMB finishes ART. Russell, does he get ahead or stay behind PDMB? Oh! Okay. Does anyone else? So where does Chloe finish then as well? I'm interested to see. So Grief's after dropping down 2 spots. Jay Morley finishes where he is, and it looks like then Chloe will finish then in 13th place. Mashman's doesn't count. So guys, action-packed boat races. I've really enjoyed them. Questionable stuff by Mashman, but as I said, he is now out of the FFG servers and will not be coming back. now. So I'm going to try get these guys in for a quick chat there. So I'm going to press advance and then try and get these guys in. So bear with me 1 second as I invite them in. So I'll just remind them all to add in their audio when they join. So guys, do you know what? An awful lot of action. So lads, if you don't mind adding in your audios, if you do not mind, I'm going to just wait there to see can the Dark Mark join. I want to start down with the Dark Mark and work up to the race leader if we can. So if you don't mind bearing with me 1 second. I don't know if the Dark Mark can join or not. I'll send him one more invite, and if he doesn't, I'll start down with Senna. So yeah, as I was saying, it's been a very interesting night. Great racing in both races. So the Dark Mark has entered. So the Dark Mark, if you don't mind adding in your audio, please.
Yeah. Right.
Excellent, mate. I'll start with yourself anyway then. So yeah, congratulations on your podium. How was the race for you? It was full of action from where I was looking anyway.
Yeah.
And a clean race by you as well.
Yeah, the spin really did ruin me.
Yeah,
the safety car restart, don't know what happened. I think my tyres were just a bit too hot, I'm not sure. But yeah, just lost the back end, and then it was just a recovery race from there, really. I knew my teammate was well off in front. He had the optimal strategy, but there was no point me pitting under that first safety car anyway, so I had to stick to my strategy, and it managed to get me back up to a podium in the end. I was hoping that...
Well, your clean racing helped with no penalties, because the penalties were dished out massively.
Yeah. I noticed that Nebula obviously had the 3 seconds, so I didn't want to fight Nebula. I let them go to try and see if I could tow me towards Senna, and we did make up a bit of time at the end, but I think Senna just chilled and sort of just...
Yeah, I think he knew he was getting second place.
Yeah. So, and then they obviously got another 3 seconds as well, so I knew I had third place at least, which I'm happy with, to be fair, after that.
Yeah, no, it was very good. And who was your favourite fight in the main race? Because there was loads of fighting and great battles going on there, but like, what was your favourite kind of move or favourite little kind of race with someone else? What,
in this race just happened?
Yeah.
There was a double move. I made a double move at the top of at turn 1, at the top of the hill. Went up the inside of two cars, which was quite a good move. I got the grip on the outside of the other car on the hards and managed to just sweep down the outside. So yeah, that really helped.
Nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Nice. Well, look, congratulations. We're delighted to have you in the league. I know that was your second race, I think, with us, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah.
So a very nice way to start off your FFG racing. So look, congratulations. I'm going to move on now to FFG Senna for a quick chat and then on to the race winner. So look, very well done, mate, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. So, Senna, a race of positives, negatives, and annoyances. How was it for you, in your words?
Yeah, I kind of sussed what was going on. I was a little ginger prick, so I hung back and then sort of made a move. And then, like I said, then he sort of tried fucking bulldozing through, and it's like, fuck you. So
got it all on the stream as well.
Yeah, so hopefully, I mean, bearing in mind our streams watched by over 100 people and 150 people, so hopefully his chances of getting a league anytime soon will be non-existent. He's not the driver he used to be, and
definitely not.
And he can't handle it. Absolute immature dickhead.
Well, what he done to Ratatron was disgusting.
He was trying it with everyone.
No, but what he done though was really bad. So coming out of the last corner onto the main straight, he just anchored on and let Ratatron smash straight into him and break the wheel off his car, and then drove off again. So yeah. Yeah,
he's tried it with a couple of people. I think he did it to Panda as well, and I think it was Panda as well, possibly Panda. That he sort of kind of pushed towards the Mexican border at the top of turn 1. It was.
Well, look, what. We'll stop it because I don't think talking about the ginger little who now
is
going to make any difference. Talk about the race.
He's gone now, so he'll never be back. It's,
no.
Never all the time I got a hole in my arse will he be back. But no, the race itself was very good. Like I said, loads of action, and it was a hell of a battle, and different tile strategies there from the sprint race. Predominantly people going onto the medium and now Dartmark I believe was on the hards, and I thought that was risky.
Yeah. Jeez, he done brilliantly though.
Yeah, he really did. He really did. I mean, I really struggled for going from the hards not at the start of a race now because I can't get warmed up enough. So he done really well to keep that. But yeah, so my race really was with Nick PDMB, second championship. I just wanted to, I thought it might have been a case of damage limitation. When you go against an American at an American circuit, you're kind of expecting to get, get the full of that person. But I think praise Adam Michelin didn't have a chance to race this week, to practice. But all in all, it was a very good result for myself. Clean race as well, and chances of beating Granity was very slim. I think, so I have to check, but I think he's an esports racer, so being second to an esports racer, I'll take that.
I might be.
To be fair about it though as well, I have to say one thing about Granksy. I was there shouting through the race going, just pit and get on fresh tyres and serve the penalty. But he didn't, and he showed plenty of time in it. So look, Senna, well done your second place. I'll let you calm your tits a bit there, and we're going to go on to a race winner. And to be fair about it, I'm delighted for you because it's your comeback as well to FFG.
Yes.
And what a way to come back into a win.
Thank you. It felt like a good race.
Yeah, man, you were on fire. I have to say, the sprint race was very good to watch as well. Like, you had a great battle there with Russell.
Oh
and
yeah,
all the other guys through it as well.
Yeah, that was quite an interesting race as well. At the start of the main race as well with Russell, there's a bit of few moments of contact, but luckily got through.
Well, I have to say, he's only 13, but he's unreal for a 13-year-old.
He is very, very fast for his age. Then he's fair play.
Yeah, no, he's a cool driver. So, how was the race for you? Talk us through your race.
Well, to be honest, not much happened apart from the safety car for me.
No.
I mean, at the start of the race, I managed to get Russell, and then it was just sort of like staying ahead of him. And then the safety car came out, and I pit for the hards till the end of the race. It was unfortunate that my teammate spun, to be fair. But then that sort of put me back into P1 for the rest of the race. I was quite nervous at one point because I know Senna was on softs, and I thought he might catch me at one point, but luckily he managed to stay ahead.
Yeah, actually that was in the second phase, but he had to pit again anyway. Actually, Senna, I want to ask you, why didn't you go on to hards on that second pit stop?
The time differential between the hards for myself, it was quicker to do 2 pit stops on the softs. I think especially with the low fuel, the time difference was about 3 or 4 seconds a lap. It was massive. And all I ever did was just cover off Nick. So he came in and went on to the mediums. I went on to the softs because I knew I could do 2 softs to the end. And when he pit, I then pit the next lap.
Yeah. So, no, go on there. Oh, sorry, man. I was jumped over there by mistake. Sorry. So next week in Imola, how do you think you're all going to get on, guys? To hole 3 is can answer.
Well, I've got COVID at the moment, so I have like a nice week off to practice. So
you need it.
I think I'm at like a 14.2 in time trial at the moment. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not too sure.
I honestly don't know. I haven't even looked yet.
I haven't done it in a little while, so we'll have to give it a go again.
I haven't even touched Imola yet.
Oh,
really?
Nope.
Some of them cabs are so horrible. You just spin as soon as you touch some of them. It's horrendous.
I love that track though. I just love it. It's just such a nice one, especially when you get the lap.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
I haven't even done 1 lap on it yet.
I can see many spinners next week, I reckon, with those cabs.
Well, Brazil's quite prone to rain as well, isn't it? And next week is a reverse grid race as well, based on the championship order. So, I think Gazzy, you'll probably be midfield to start with, and Dartmark, you're probably going to be probably third, fourth row, I think, with the points you've accumulated so far.
Wait, is it? What's the reverse from?
Reverse championship order.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so I'll be right at the very back. It's just trying to dodge all the carnage in turn 1. But then, yeah, so it's so we've got super qualifying, which is just points for in that qualifying session, and then it goes on to the 50%
Oh, that
race.
was like Italy, wasn't it? Was it Monza that we did it?
Yes, yeah, it is. You're dead right.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite fun that time.
Yeah, so it should be a good, be a hell of a race,
Definitely. I'm interested to see what you do down for Australia with the People's Choice. That one, I really hope you all go for the sprint race again. That's epic.
You've always been a sadist.
Oh man, I love it.
In the sprint race, there were into turn 1. I gained like 4 positions because I just like managed to put myself in between a load of cars, and it just managed to fit through a gap. I'll have to try and find a clip and show you guys.
I think I was on to check the stream at the start. I'm pretty sure I seen that live, and I was actually, I think, afraid for you. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, I was pretty scared at some point as well, but I thought I had to go for it.
I can't remember if it was the sprint race or the main race when Damo started a couple of hours before the rest of us.
Oh, that was the sprint race, yeah. 3 people on that started early.
Wow. I suppose this is like this chain reaction, is it? If someone sees movement, they go.
Sorry, I was just looking at stuff there in Discord, lads. Sorry about that. Look, to be honest with you, I think yous are all a great bunch of fuckers. I think Granksy, great for you to come back into the league and started off with a win. Senna, honestly, a great second place, especially after the shit you did endure in the race. That was very good. And the Dark Mark, mate, honestly, to come back after a huge spin, drop a lot of places, and continue on overheated tyres until they cool down again. A fantastic job getting third, honestly.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
So, lads, I really look forward to seeing you all next week. I'm going to stop the stream now, but just for anyone watching, obviously, we will be live again on Monday for our 2020 Classics League that we run on the Monday, guys. So, look, thanks everyone for the great racing, and for me, it was just easy to commentate on the hard racing tonight.